So right now, me and John, we are breaking free from the whole media thing. We're now set free in the park. We're heading down the stairs here. We're going to be going next to the river, right under Loch Ness, and we're going on our way over to Germany because we want to ride Verbolten first. It's one of our favorite coasters here. Haven't got to ride it in a while, and I don't get a chance to ride it often, so that is going to definitely be one of our first stops. And when I talk about it being a beautiful park, I mean, look at this. I am just a hop skipping away from being able to get right to this track. It's gonna zoom right over your heads. This park cannot be set up any more amazing. Look at that, got the double interlocking loops here. You can also see right above me here, they've got a little sky bucket ride. Goes from one side of the park all the way up over. And I believe I actually just seen old Verbolten right there in the distance, going down the little, one of the last hills of the track. Oh man, so coming across the little dock thing here, and I thought this was a real pelican. Walk over here and check this out real quick. So, oh, they got some actual like fish, snapping turtles in here, but yeah, look at this. Just perched up here. Whew. Now, if you guys thought Dollywood had some hills, though, come to Busch Gardens here in Williamsburg. This place has got some hills.
This is not easy for a fat boy.
I mean, we just walked. You can see behind me the incline. And we just came down like, I don't know what it was, like 40 different stairs on the other side of the little river there. So, make sure if you are coming to Busch Gardens, pack some good shoes, because you got a lot of walking to do. Just doing a little wandering through. Nice little fountain here. Not working at the moment. Love this place. Now while we're wandering around through here, so Busch Gardens actually allows you to film on the rides here. You gotta get a little approved card. You can get a hands-free camera harness, a wrist mount, or a hand mount. I guess the hands-free would be a chest mount, but they do allow filming on the ride, so we're going to strap the GoPro on. We're going to go jump on a couple of the coasters. Probably won't do every single one of them today, but they did also give us a nice little quick queue pass, give us on 5 rides, so we're going to try to get a few of them knocked out at least and get you guys some POVs on some of the rides here. So walking through, this is a little sign of all the different festivals. We're getting into the Food and Wine. They've got next coming up the summer event. They got the Beer Fest, Halloween, the Halloween Spooktacular, and then Christmas Town. So yeah, Busch Gardens does a lot of different events throughout the year. I mean, it looks like 8 or 9 easily. And they don't last terribly long. And they do a good job at rolling things out periodically throughout them, kind of like they do down in Disney. So that way when you show up the first day or two, you can come back a week later and get a new experience, which is always nice because sometimes they can get a little stale when it comes to these festivals. I don't know if you guys remember our last trip up here. We actually got to do a preview here for Dark Coaster. Looking like it's at a 45-minute wait, so looks like the park might be a little bit busy as far as wait times are going to go, but hopefully not going to jam us up too long today. All right, so looks like we are getting pretty close here to the entrance of Verbolten. We're going to head over here, and hopefully it doesn't have a long wait time, so maybe we can save some of these little quick queues till a little bit later, but we'll see. Yeah, the wait, hardly at all, so we are going to go through the normal queue for now. A little bit later we'll jump in, use our little quick queue passes if we have to, but if it's a queue like this, why waste it? We only get 5 scans and we may need those a little bit later on. Coming up through the queue, this has got some really cool theming. Like Busch Gardens is getting up on like Disney level as far as come to theming. And this one looks like you're actually in like a little lobby or something. Got the little display cases up.
They're glad to see you have escaped to the forest. Please lift up on your safe. Remember, don't look back as you brave the Black Forest.
Time to brave the Black Forest. It is the best coaster in this park. too. Me too. Look how quickly it backed up.
All right, so we just finished our first ride. It had to be Verbolten. Now, I tried to get a little POV ride on it, but it's very dark in that coaster, so it might be very hard to see. So we're gonna head over, not really sure what the plan is next. We're just gonna kind of venture around. We're here for probably another 5-6 hours or so. We got some shows on the schedule that we wanna do, but other than that, just kind of a free day.
We're gonna do that and see if we can jump on.
So as we're heading across the bridge here, you can see Pantheon over there in the distance, just across the top hat there. Go see it rolled over the hill. That's a really good coaster. I don't know if anybody back in the day ever played any of those little roller coaster tycoon games, but this little thing just kind of reminds me of that. You'd always have your little pass set up and everyone would make a nice little garden area or something like that. And actually, this is really nice over here. I don't know if we've ever skipped through this little section yet, but yeah. Just a nice little spot to relax. Got a couple benches set up. Looks very uncrowded too, so if you just need a little break from the crowds, want to catch your breath for a minute, beautiful little scenery for it. So we've got a swinging ship here. Now this one's really neat. These aren't really my style ride, but when this one starts swinging, as you can see, it goes right out and it'll go over the little walking path here. Now I think the plan from here is we're gonna head our way over. We're gonna hit Tempesto. It's my last coaster credit to get at this park as far as the big coasters go. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze onto the Grover one there in the Sesame Street area later, but other than that, Tempesto is the only one that was not up and running on our first visit here. So we're gonna make our way over. We're gonna try this coaster out for the first time. All right, so we have made our way over here to Tempesto. Wah, wah, wah. Unfortunately, we did not get to ride on Tempesto. You can see we are heading our way back out of the entrance queue. They said high winds are in the area, so Tempesto will be closed for a minute. But then as we're all leaving the queue, you can see Apollo's Chariot just chugging right up the lift hill. So not sure if it's every coaster or if it's just certain ones that are affected by the high winds. Alright guys, so we just finished up on Apollo's Chariot. Now, I was able to get a little bit of POV footage, but this hand mount is a little loose on me, so it might be a little bit shaky. Forewarning, so if you watch any POV from me or John on some of the on-ride footage here, it's going to be a little shaky. We're going to adjust that, we're going to come back, we're going to get it down really well, but this is just a little test run because we don't normally get to record on rides, and Busch Gardens is awesome and allows us to do that, so we're going to give it a whirl. So this next to me here, this is Escape from Pompeii. It's one of the water rides that they have. They are currently in the testing phase of it. You can see, you go up the lift hill here, and it goes through the whole story basically about the burning of Pompeii, and then you escape the fire inside and come splashing down here. We're gonna head up to the aeronaut, what does that say? Dirigible landing, I don't know what that even says, but basically just a little bucket ride. We're gonna head up this. This is gonna take us all the way across the park, giving us some really good views of the area as well. Sign here says that it is a one-way trip. If you ride the Sky Ride, you will have to exit in France. Got the train rolling in. So if you want a really good vantage point of the park, this is the spot to do it. Ride the Sky Ride. There in the distance.
It's actually that area that we got on was Scotland. That was the Scotland area.
Okay.
Now we are heading over to France.
Some of the Clydesdales down there. Big horses. So we're on the right side of the bucket. We've got the little footbridge that we had walked over, and then the ride that kind of resembles the Barnstormer over there at Dollywood. Right there is basically going to be the front entrance of Busch Gardens. Come across the bridge there into the rest of the park. You can see right there, yellow track. That's Loch Ness that we actually did the media for this morning. You've got the dark blue one right here. That is Griffin. And then you've also got Alpengeist there in the back. I don't know if I've seen Alpengeist rolling through though. I don't know if it's running or not. Griffin has a really unique train. It's got 3 rows of 10 seats across, so you get 30 passengers on a single train. And then just like that, we are right back over to our next stop here. We're going to be jumping off in the France area. See Griffin there in the background rolling. Look, listen to that. The wind that comes off of that is insane.
Prepare to enjoy the power and speed of the mythical Griffin.
Alright, so we just got off of Griffin, and holy moly, that freaking holdover on that first hill, that thing is intense. What do you like that ride, John?
Oh yeah, that I forgot how intense that thing is. That first hang and drop because it goes kind of back under itself. Wow.
Yeah. I'll flip it around here. I don't know. It doesn't do any kind of justice from the bottom down here, but that bad boy, you hang over it, and then it does, I'd almost say like a 95-degree angle, something like that, because it kind of goes up and under itself, like John said. And you hit this first launch hill, and then it's game on from there. That is one intense coaster. Now, we are going to make our way over to the Fest House. There's a show that we were wanting to check out and maybe have a bite to eat, and it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so maybe that'll give us enough time for this rain to kind of pass by, because it doesn't look like it's going to be around for a long time, but it is starting to sprinkle a little bit, and that might put a damper on some of the rides, unfortunately. They are testing Le Scoot. Still a little too cold for these water rides. Oh, you can see it coming down. That's one I've not rode yet. Probably won't ride it because I don't do a lot of the water rides. But they do have this one. They've got Escape from Pompeii, and I think there's another flat style, almost just like a boat ride. Not 100% on that, but I think there's at least 3 different style water rides here. We are making our way over here into Fest House. We're gonna go check out the Oompa Band. This is something John's really been looking forward to. That man is a German fanatic. So we've made our way over here. We're gonna let him enjoy his show. We're gonna pop in, watch it with him, maybe even grab a bite to eat. But this is a super, super cool restaurant slash theater. It's huge. Got the long dining tables in the middle there. And when you first walk in over on the left, they do have a bunch of different merch. They've got plushies for the kids. They've got some different hats. These are $32.99. Trucker hat, same price. We got a little belt bag here. Got some different snacks. Looks like some German-inspired treats. Got necklaces, just your traditional gift shop stuff as well. But then they do have the stuff that's just dedicated to the park. And these are some really, really cool looking pins. How much are these? 20 bucks. Look at these cool pins. They're of the train cars.
That is a cool pin. Very creative.
Oh.
It's the Verbolten pin. Check that out.
Yeah, these are really neat.
$19.99. Those are
I love the way that the walking paths are set intertwined in between all of the different shops and stuff. We're gonna stop right here and do Nutcrackers. They got a bunch of different beer steins and stuff like that in here. Got that Germany merch. Got, what are the hoodies here? $64.99. Got like jerseys, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts. Shirts are $37.99. $29.99 for the short sleeve. So in the shop here, they've got a wide selection of different steins. And check this guy out. I was like, this one's got a whole castle on top.
The intricate detail of this thing.
How much is it? $289.99.
$289. But I mean, look how much detail. And it says history inside. So if you open it up, down inside of it, there's a little paper that kind of tells you
The history
like what the area it's from. Comes with a certificate of authenticity and ownership. So very cool.
Yeah. If you want a nice piece to put in your collection, if you collect Stein, stuff like this, I mean, look at this one, $599.99. It's a $600 glass cup right there, basically. But if that's what you're into, collect away. And these have some really neat detail. And you can see they are made in Germany. Oh, this one with the dragon on it. Yeah, super, super neat here. All right, so we just jumped off of Alpengeist. That's got to be probably one of my favorite coasters overall. That thing is so much fun. I don't know what that element's called, but whatever that little like scorpion tail, whatever the heck it is, that thing is intense. That thing is so much fun though. I got a good POV ride of mine and John's faces on the ride though, so we'll put that into the video right here.
Just remember, if this footage sucks, it's his fault.
I don't know where to put my arm at that's comfortable without. This is gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Woohoo! And we're on. Here we go. roller coaster is. That's good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Hope that turned out right, guys. But yeah, if you guys have not been up here, make sure when you do visit, you gotta try Alpengeist. I think we're gonna head over to the train now, cruise around the park, check it out, and then we might jump on another ride or two before we head out. See, as we're rolling on the train here, they got a good shot of the station for Griffin and the lift hill. And over on the left, you've got the little footbridge that goes across the river right from the entrance. And you'll see here next to us, we've got the yellow track that is Loch Ness. Not yet open yet. It's going to be reopened up in May. I think they were saying towards the first half of May. We got to go do that little media preview for it today. Go check out the queue and learn some things about it. But they are not yet running it. They're soon going to start testing on it. The Alpengeist ripping through there in the background.
As we approach Speedside Station, please listen to the following safety announcements.
So we did a little pit stop here. We noticed one of the rafts heading up into Escape from Pompeii. I think they're just opening up. We're starting to do the testing again on this. So this is one that we're gonna definitely have to come back up and ride. I'm not the biggest fan of water rides, but the elements inside, the environment, it's worth it. And that's all there is to it. So basically just go up the lift hill. You go through the, like a dark ride experience. And then you escape from Pompeii. Right down the hill to a nice little splash. So we made our way over to Tempesto. This is the only big coaster in the park that I don't have a credit for yet. And if you can see, there's a sign out front that says it is closed due to high winds. Now, I don't know if anybody knows why this ride of all rides closes due to high winds, because Apollo's Chariot right behind it, as you can see, goes a lot higher. It's still open. We got off the Griffin. We just rode Alpengeist, but for some reason, Tempesto closes during high winds. So if you know why, comment that down below so that at least we have a clear reason why we can't get on this bad boy right now. Give it just a second here. You're going to see the train for Verbolten rolling through. I love the way they are designed to like an old German style convertible. So we just got off of Verbolten for the second time. Such a good coaster. If you guys don't know, it does have 2 different launches in it. It first launches you right up into the building, which you stand there for a good minute. We just realized that it's probably a good minute and a half that you're sitting inside that dark building. And then it's got a second launch right outside of that building. Such a fun little coaster. So the last time me and John were here, we got to come up for a media invite for this ride right here, Dart Coaster. It's an indoor coaster. It's an indoor straddle coaster. You're like on a wave runner, but it is sitting at a 100-minute wait. It was fun, but it is not an hour and 40-minute fun. I would wait max 20, 30 would be pushing it for that kind of ride for me. But yeah, 100 minutes, that's insane. It doesn't look like a very busy day, but I think it's mainly because people are stuck in queues like that. So over here, John noticed a bunch of stadium seats, so we walked over just to kind of see what it may be, and looks like a giant amphitheater, but not being used or has been used in quite a while. I don't know. If anybody knows what this is or was or might be, comment down below. Let us know. All right, guys, so I think we are gonna go ahead and call it a day here from Busch Gardens. We got to go in, check out all the cool new little details for Loch Ness in the queue. Didn't get to check out the ride yet. That means that we may get to come back up and do that again. Got to ride some really good rides, check out a couple shows, hang out with one of my good friends here, John. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Johnny Amusement. And as always, make sure you guys are hitting that like, that subscribe button on here, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Peace.